Hi, first grade. It's Miss Carter here. Let's get started with our lesson. Let me share my screen. All right, here we go, friends. So our lesson for the next 4 days is going to be based on the same thing. So this is lesson 3, day 1, and today we are going to be adding and subtracting in word problems. We've been doing a lot of word problem work here recently, and that's just part of first grade. We do a lot of word problems in first grade to get you ready for second grade. So here are the materials that you're going to need for today's lesson. You'll need a whiteboard and a marker, or a piece of paper and a pencil. Either one is fine. And you're going to need your practice and problem solving book. If you need time to gather these materials, go ahead and push pause now, and when you're ready, push play. Our clear learning target is I can solve addition and subtraction word problems. Read that with me, please. I can solve addition and subtraction word problems. That's the clear learning target we're going to be working on all week this week. So listen as I read the problem. There is room for 5 children. 3 children are already sitting. How many more will fit? Let me read it again. There is room for 5 children. 3 children are already sitting. How many more will fit? Take some private reasoning time to draw a picture, write a number bond, and write an equation. I want you to draw a picture, create a number bond, and write an equation. This is going to take a little bit of time, so push pause on the video while you work, and when you're ready to share your thinking, push play. Listen as I reread the problem one more time. There is room for 5 children. 3 children are already sitting. How many more will fit? So let me show you my thinking. I know that there are 5 children in all. There's no more than 5. There's no less than 5. We have to have 5. I know that 3 children are already sitting. So on my picture, I drew 3 circles because those are the children that are already sitting in our story. And I also know from our story that we have 5 altogether. So I can count on from 3 to 5. Watch me. Here are my 3 children sitting. So I'm going to put 3 in my head. 3, 4, 5. I counted on 2 more to get to 5 children in all. I can add 5 to my big box because that's how many I have in all. I also know that I have 3 children that are already sitting. So I add that to my smaller box because that is part of the whole. 3 is part of the big group of 5. It's an add-in. You're going to hear that term a lot. I counted on from 3 to 5. Remember, I went 3, 4, 5. I know I needed 2 more children. So 2 is the other add-in in our number bond. 5 is our total, so it goes in the big box. The 2 add-ins were 3, that was from our story, and 2 because that's what we counted on. Does your number bond look like mine? Now let's look at our equation. Our equation reads blank plus blank equals blank. Now, remember what our story problem told us. It told us that we have 5 children in all. So 5 will go after my equal sign. I also know from the story that there were already 3 children that were sitting. I can add that add-in to my equation. So let's read the equation now. It says 3 plus blank equals 5. All that information was given to us in our story problem. I can count on from 3 to 5 to find this missing add-in. Turn and talk to someone close to you and share your thinking. If you need more time, push pause. All right, friends, here is your launch. So if you need to erase your whiteboard, do that now. If you need to get a separate piece of paper, let's do that now. Listen as I read the problem. Jan has 6 pencils. She gives away some. Now she has 5 pencils. How many does she give away? I'm going to read the problem one more time. Think about what's happening in the problem. Jan has 6 pencils. She gives away some. Now she has 5 pencils. How many pencils does she give away? Take some private think time to solve the problem. Think about what you know and think about what you need to figure out. Push pause on the video while you're working and push play when you are ready to share. Listen as I reread the problem one more time. Jan has 6 pencils. She gives some away. Now she has 5 pencils. How many does she give away? What part of the problem do I know? Well, I know right here that Jan has 6 pencils. She starts out with 6 pencils. So in my equation, that's going to be my first add-in. What else do I know? Well, I know that it says in the second line, she gives some away. It doesn't tell us how many she gives away. But if you're giving something away, you're going to have less. So you're going to have a subtraction sign. I put a question mark in this box. You can just leave it blank. What else do I know? Well, let's keep going. In the number story, it says now she has 5 pencils. I know that she has 5 pencils left. She started with 6. She gave some away. And now she has 5. So I put 5 after the equal sign. Let's read the equation, how it's written right now. 6 minus blank equals 5. Let's keep going. Now I need to draw a model to find out the missing add-in. So I'm going to start off by drawing Jan's 6 pencils. I drew circles. You could draw lines. Does your model look like mine? Let's keep going. I know she gives some pencils away. And now she has 5 pencils left. So I put a box around 5 of my pencils to show those are the ones that she still has. These represent the pencils that are left. I have one of my pencils not in a box. That represents the pencil that she gave away. Jan gave away 1 pencil. Jan started with 6. She gave 1 away, and now she has 5. So my equation should read 6 minus 1 equals 5. Read that with me, please. 6 minus 1 equals 5. Turn and talk. Explain your thinking to someone near you. If you need more time, push pause now. If you are working on a whiteboard, go ahead and erase your whiteboard now. If you're working on a piece of paper, make sure that you have room for launch number 2. Listen as I read the problem. There are 8 frogs. Some are big, 5 are small. How many are big? I'm going to read the problem again. See if you can read it with me this time. Ready? This first word is the word there. There are 8 frogs. Some are big. 5 are small. How many are big? So let's think about this problem. What do we know in the problem? Turn and talk. We know that there are 8 frogs. There's not 7, there's not 6, there's not 9, there's not 10. We have 8 all together. What else do we know? Well, we know that out of the 8 frogs, 5 are small. What do we need to find out about our frogs? Turn and talk. This question right here tells us what we need to find out. It says, how many are big? we need to find out how many of these frogs are big. So take some private reasoning time to solve this problem. I would like you to draw a model and write an equation. Push pause while you work and push play when you are ready to share. Let me reread the problem one more time. There are 8 frogs. Some are big. 5 are small. How many are big? Let me show you my thinking. I know that out of 8 frogs, 5 are small. So I'm going to start at the number 5 on my number line. This 5 represents the 5 small frogs. So here's my equation. I know that I have 8 frogs altogether. Some are big and 5 are small. So my equation is going to read 8 minus something equals 5. So on my number line, I started at 5, and I know that I'm going to end at 8 because that represents the 8 frogs that I have in all. I need to find out how many of the 8 frogs are big. I know there's 5 that are small and 8 altogether. So I'm going to count on from 5 to get to 8. Here's 5 and here's 8. Count with me. 1, 2, 3. These 3 jumps represent 3 big frogs. So my equation reads 8 minus 3 equals 5. Read that with me, please. 8 minus 3 equals 5. Turn and explain your thinking to someone near you. If you need more time, push pause. All right, friends, now it is time for your independent practice. So in your practice and problem solving book, you are going to be completing pages 19 and 20. 19 and 20. When you are finished with that, you can log on to iReady Math. If you have any assignments from your teacher, please do those first. Once you're done with that, you need to complete an additional 20 minutes of iReady computer lessons. If you have any questions, let your teacher know, and we will see you all tomorrow. Bye.